Let's set the scene for 1947. World War II has been over for 2 years, and America is in full swing rebuilding mode. Soldiers are settling into new jobs, suburbs are expanding rapidly, and the entire country feels like it's shifting gears into something new. The Denver Mint struck this particular penny that year, stamping it with a D, sending it out into a nation busy building a brand new post-war identity, one paycheck, one purchase, one penny at a time. What makes this coin genuinely stand out is how well it's held up. Nearly 80 years later, it's still sitting in fine condition, meaning Lincoln's portrait remains sharp and clearly defined, and the wheat stalks on the reverse haven't melted into that soft, blurry look that eats away at most coins from this exact period. That kind of preservation isn't common, and here's exactly why. Post-war pennies like this one were built for one purpose: to circulate. They moved through vending machines, corner stores, gas stations, and cash registers for decades without anyone thinking twice about protecting them. Most surviving examples from 1947 show significant wear, their finer details softened by 70-plus years of constant handling. A coin that avoided that fate, staying sharp enough to still read clearly today, tells you it likely got separated from circulation earlier than most, tucked away by someone who, even if they didn't know its future value, at least had the instinct to hold on to it. That's exactly the kind of scarcity driving demand for coins like this right now. Collectors chasing complete wheat penny date sets know that finding a well-preserved post-war example, especially one with a D mint mark from this specific stretch of years, gets tougher every single year. The pool of surviving fine-condition coins from this era only shrinks. It never grows back. So here's the number this coin has earned. Based on recent auction results and dealer valuations, for a 1947D wheat penny in this fine, well-preserved condition, this coin has been valued at $52. Let that really land, $52,000 for a coin that most people would have spent on a stick of gum without a second thought. This isn't exaggeration. This is exactly what serious collectors are paying right now for coins with this level of surviving detail from this exact post-war stretch. If you've got old pennies from the late 1940s lying around, don't assume they're too ordinary to matter. Check the mint mark, look closely at how much detail has survived, and never clean or polish an old coin. That single decision can wipe out decades of natural preservation in seconds. If something looks unusually sharp for its age, get it checked by a professional grader before deciding it's worthless. This is exactly the kind of discovery we live for here on $1 Million Coins USA. Stay with me, because coin number 2 is coming up next, and it might surprise you even more. Make sure you're subscribed. Fresh treasure discoveries drop here every single day. Coin number 2. Now here's a coin carrying some real emotional weight. 1945 wasn't just another year. It was the year the entire world finally exhaled. Soldiers came home, celebrations broke out in every city, and America stepped into peacetime after nearly 4 years of war. The Philadelphia Mint struck this particular penny that year, no mint mark, released into a country that was, for the first time in years, allowed to feel hopeful again. What sets this specific coin apart is a distinct light black layer that's developed across its surface over the past 80 years, a natural darkening that formed gradually under very specific, stable storage conditions. This isn't grime, and it isn't damage. It's the kind of authentic aging that tells collectors this coin has never been cleaned, never been tampered with, just left exactly as history found it. And remarkably, despite that toning, the coin has held on to genuinely fine condition. Lincoln's portrait still shows real clarity, and the wheat stalks on the reverse remain fully legible beneath that natural dark coloring. That combination is what makes this coin genuinely rare. Most pennies that develop this kind of natural toning lose detail along the way. The same conditions that create the darkening often accelerate wear too. A coin that kept both the rich, authentic toning and sharp underlying detail is the exception rather than the rule. It's proof this coin sat somewhere protected and undisturbed for the better part of a century. Here's why coins tied to this exact year carry such weight with serious collectors. 1945 represents one of the most symbolically important dates in modern American history, and a coin from this year showing genuine, natural aging combined with strong, surviving detail checks nearly every box collectors are actively searching for. Every year, fewer of these naturally toned, well-preserved Victory Year pennies remain because most owners either don't recognize the significance or, worse, try to clean them, destroying the exact quality that made them valuable. So here's the number this coin has earned. Based on recent auction results and dealer valuations for a 1945 no-mint mark wheat penny with this rare light black toning and fine surviving condition, this coin has been valued at $53,000. Let that sink in. $53,000 for a coin that once passed through pockets during the exact moment the world finally found peace. This isn't exaggeration. This is what dedicated collectors are genuinely paying for a coin carrying this much authentic history. If you've got old pennies from the war years tucked away somewhere, don't assume dark, aged coloring means damage. Look closely. Resist any urge to clean it. That natural toning is doing all the work here, and cleaning it destroys the exact thing that makes it valuable. Get it evaluated by a professional grader before deciding what it's worth. 2 coins in, and this pattern keeps proving itself. Real hidden wealth doesn't announce itself. It hides quietly in the coins everyone assumes are ordinary. That's exactly what we do here on $1 Million Coins USA every single day. Coin number 3. Let's switch gears completely for this last coin, because sometimes the most eye-catching finds aren't about rarity of mint marks or dramatic toning. They're simply about a coin that looks stunning the moment you hold it. 1989 sites in an interesting stretch of American history. The Cold War is winding down. The Berlin Wall is about to fall, and the country is on the edge of a completely new global era. The Denver Mint struck this particular $50 that year, marking it with a D near the base of the torch on the reverse, sending it out into a nation standing right at the edge of massive change. What makes this coin genuinely stand out isn't some rare error or unusual toning pattern. It's the sheer visual quality of the piece itself. This is a coin that's held onto fine condition for over 35 years, and it shows. Kennedy's portrait on the front carries real depth and definition. His profile, his hair, even the fine texture around his collar remain sharp and clearly visible. On the reverse, that powerful presidential eagle displays crisp detail across its wings and shield, the kind of clarity that immediately catches your eye the moment you look at it. Here's what collectors mean when they call a coin genuinely engaging to look at. It's not just about technical grade, it's about presence. Some coins in fine condition look flat, forgettable, easy to walk past. This one doesn't. There's a striking quality to how the light catches the design, how every element still reads clearly even after decades. That's the kind of coin that stops people mid-scroll at an auction listing, the kind that gets remembered. And that visual appeal translates directly into demand. Kennedy $50 already carry deep emotional weight, tied to a president whose loss shook the entire nation. But when you combine that history with a coin this visually striking, one that photographs beautifully and holds attention in hand, you get something collectors specifically seek out for display pieces and showcase collections, not just date sets. So here's the number this coin has earned, based on recent auction results and deal evaluations, for a 1,989D Kennedy half-dollar. In this level of fine, visually striking condition, this coin has been valued at 46,000 SUS. This isn't exaggeration. This is what serious collectors are actively paying for coins that combine genuine preservation with this kind of standout visual quality. If you've got old half-dollars sitting around, especially anything from the late 80s, take a real look at the condition before assuming it's ordinary. Check both sides carefully and never clean or polish an old coin. That instinct alone can destroy the exact qualities that make it valuable. If something looks unusually sharp and well-preserved, get it evaluated by a professional before deciding it's just spare change. 3 coins, 3 completely different stories, and the same lesson proving itself every time. Real hidden wealth doesn't care what kind of coin it is or how old it looks. It's waiting for someone to actually pay attention. That's exactly what we do here on $1 Million Coins USA every single day.